and bacon. What's everybody getting themselves into on this fine Sunday? You already know here in Killer Cali, beautiful day today, nice and warm, just like the Cali weather should be actually. Not too hot, not too cold, just right, clear skies, all that good stuff. To watch some Sunday night football or Sunday football, right? It wasn't really all that interesting. First game was kind of like, eh. I expected more from the Ravens and Chiefs game. That was kind of like a dog game. And I already know the Lions and the Niners game. That's a one-sided game, so I ain't even tripping on that one. I mean, Jared Goff's the quarterback, for heaven's sakes. Come on. Game. I mean, that says everything. Ain't nothing gonna crack on that game. My guy Jared Goff's just not that kind of quarterback. He's just not that guy. He's just not. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. The guy's good. He's just not like that good like that. He's just not going to be able to pull it off. And if he does, I mean, that'll be one hell of a miracle, right? But the chances of it is more slim than none. But yeah, the first game was kind of whack. I expected more out of that. I actually expected the score to be like 30 something to 30 something, but it was kind of like, it took a while for both teams to get going. What's good, Mr. Pasa? What's cracking like in carnal? What you getting yourself into, my boy? Chilling or what? Damn, I'm already getting emails from that video I posted earlier, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, why are people so mad? It's crazy how sometimes people get all butthurt. Like, bro, it's just my opinion. What's cracking like a Chicano Malo? What's good, my boy? Órale, that's right, carnal. Gotta get them out of the way. Feel you. It's already like 3 emails. That's crazy. It's the same ones from the last time they were hitting, so it's like I already be knowing. Like, bro, ain't nobody talking about your favorite YouTuber, bro. Relax. Some people are just wild. Super Bowl? Yeah, I'll watch it. I mean, I'm not really too excited for the ones that are going to be up there. I mean, it's most likely going to be 49ers versus the Chiefs, right? And I don't like neither team, so. And more than not, if it's Chiefs versus the Niners, then probably the Chiefs would win. I mean, Purdy's good. But I just don't really see him being that quarterback, though, either, right? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he might surprise me, but I just don't see him being like that one either. I mean, they're good. I just don't see that they're that kind of quarterbacks, like Purdy's like kind of like a Jared Goff, type quarterback. I mean, they're good quarterbacks. They're just not. They're not, the ones that they're just not quarterbacks that shine bright when the lights are bright. You get what I'm saying? Like they're good, but when the lights are really shining bright, they kind of really are not those kind of quarterbacks. And there's a lot of players like that. There's a lot of players that will be good all season long, even play out. But once they're in that stage, it like their nerves get the best of them. Like they can't control like their nerves. You know what I mean? And they just fall apart. It happens. You know what I mean? You think it would be Lions and Chiefs? I mean, I would prefer it. Actually, I actually didn't want the Chiefs being in there, to be honest with you. I definitely didn't want the Chiefs winning, but hey, it is what it is, bro. I'm just not I mean, don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes is one hell of a quarterback. The guy's good. I'm just not a fan of him. I don't like him, right? But he's good, though. He's really, really good. I'm not a hater, right? The Vatos good. I just didn't want the Chiefs there. Division rivals, bro. So, I kind of really didn't want to see them shine. We Broncos over here, my boy. So we definitely didn't want to see the Chiefs there. But hey, it is what it is. And Lions are just too dull of a team for me to actually like care about them. There's just no excitement to the Lions ever. And I guess that's just within their game, no? I was literally just watching your last video. Órale, that's right, my boy. Gracias for the support. The 2009 Super Bowl was whack. There's actually been a lot of Super Bowls that have been whack. There's some, you know what? I always like it when it's always a game where like you don't know who's gonna win. Like it's the final minutes and it could still go either way. Like those are always the fun ones, right? Because they have you at the edge of your seat, right? Like one play could literally make all the difference in the world. Like those are the good games compared to a game that's like neither team could score or it's one-sided. Like if one team's winning by like 5 touchdowns, it's like what's the point of even continuing to watch the game? Like they're just getting rocked. That it's just like Like that one Super Bowl where it was that game where it was the Seahawks versus the Patriots. No, and they fucked up by throwing the ball instead of giving it to Lynch to run it. Damn, now that Super Bowl was al tiro way. That shit literally went down to that final play, no? Where they fucked up. You got the best back right there. You ain't gonna use him. Navato said, "Chales, throw that ball for an interception." Yeah, bro. Hey, believe. And look, I'm telling you, I got this app, right? When you're a YouTuber, you get this app. It's called My Studio app, right? And no matter which video, no matter how old it is on your channel, if somebody comments in that, you'll get it like a text message. You'll get like a bing, like a text message, for you to check it. So I'd be getting comments from all over the place, just people saying all kinds of crazy shit, bro. Shit, I get emails from people saying all kinds of crazy shit on the day-to-day. I'm just like, why are you mad now, bro? Did I just say it's my opinion, my boy? Why are you getting so worked up over my opinion, my guy? Like, let's pica. Like, bro, I'm entitled to think of whatever the fuck I want to think, bro. You worry about you. I ain't tripping on the way you're thinking. It's the Duxty walked on 2002. Hell yeah. And everybody was cheering and throwing up C's. My boy, that shit was crazy. I'm just like, what? Damn. I thought y'all don't like gangsters. That we're the fucking, like, the cancer of society, bro. I thought that we were the menace of the world. No, we just don't like Hispanic ones. Oh, shit. My bad. Why, are we doing it different? I could have sworn we were doing it the same. I just like the Chiefs. Yeah. I'm not a fan just because, they're the division rival, so, But I'm not a hater. Mahomes he's one hell of a quarterback, bro. I can't take that away from that guy. I mean, he complains a lot, but that fool's good, though. I ain't gonna lie. Not that many people could throw like how he throws, bro. Even though it doesn't seem like that much of an elite of a pass, some of the shit that he be pulling off, bro, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, how did he even complete that? It's wild, bro, but that's skills, though, bro, when it's just like, it seems like so out of place but it just works, so. But that's the thing, it just doesn't work for anybody else. It just happens to work for him. Because that's just, that's just his game. It's like Jordan, like no matter how good people wanted to be as a basketball player or defense or whatever, if you and Jordan jumped, he was just going to be able to stay in the air longer than you because he has that athletic ability to him, bro. He could just jump and stay in the air longer than the normal person, bro. They had one where they would jump and everyone's feet would touch the ground while Jordan was still in the air, bro. He was just athletic, bro. And you can't teach that. You're born with that kind of ability. You can't teach it to somebody. So he just had the upper hand on everybody. So no matter how good you thought you were just were not going to be able to stop him, bro. Because when you jump in the air to try to stop his shot, you're going to hit the ground before he does. So he's going to let it off. He's just going to hold on to it until you're already down and he lets it go. And you're just not going to be able to stop that. And you just can't teach that. That's why, you hear other defenders when they talk about Jordan's game, they were just saying that no matter what the fuck they did, they just couldn't stop him because of that, He just had an upper hand on them. He's not cheating. He's just born gifted, bro. And then, he was born with big-ass hands, let him hold the ball more smoothly than other players. Some people just have certain things to them that give them, like, more of an edge, right? Because you have a bigger hand, you can't be taken away. They got more control like that, bro. It's easier for them to maneuver the ball or to snatch it from other players, especially their wingspan, you know what I mean? Like, there's players that are tall but have short-ass arms. They're not going to be able to do it. And that's why they're even able to get blocked by, a defender who's smaller, but who has a long-ass wingspan. Yeah, he may be only like 6'7", but he's got like a 11-inch wingspan, bro. So that's why Blake Griffin wasn't that effective, bro, because he was athletic, but he just had short arms, bro. So he just couldn't do what other people would do. That's why his game, it always had a ceiling to it. You just can't teach that kind of stuff. People are just born with that. Same with boxers. When boxers have a longer wingspan, they could keep the other boxer far away from them. Compared to a boxer who has shorter arms, he's gonna have it a little bit more tough. He's gonna have to get in there to try to land his punches. So he's gonna receive more damage, obviously, Just some people have an edge to them, bro. They just happen to be born with a gift. That's what that means. Okay. The other day I was reading, claiming he was from 2 different gangs. Oh, bro, I get that all the time. You'll be surprised how many times, and it's like they forget or something like that, bro. They have the same individual comment like on another video saying that he was from this gang, and now he's saying he's from that gang. And I'm just like, man. And the shit that they be saying, bro, they be saying it like if like they're being serious, bro. I'm just like, like, sure, buddy, sure. This NSC game is rigged, bro. Lions were. Oh, is it? Nah, but you know what? It says Lions were spanking the Niners. Nah, but you know what it is though? The Niners too. They lost a few players. No, I know they had been losing momentum because even that Green Bay game that they played against, the Packers, they weren't playing like how they were playing the other games, bro. They were struggling out there, bro. They didn't look like themselves, bro. Like like they just weren't playing elite like how they had been playing, Same thing with the Eagles, bro. You seen the Eagles, they fell apart, bro. Like they were doing good and then out of nowhere they just can sabe it, dog. Maybe the nerves, because people have to think about that because I know us as fans, we like to critique these players. But imagine being there, bro, and then you feeling the energy. You know how important this game is. You know that all eyes on you. If you fuck up, you're gonna get blamed. So motherfuckers are out there, they're nervous, bro. When you're nervous, bro, you tend to fuck up, bro, because you're overthinking shit, right? Like you're thinking too much, bro. That's what separates, like the great players from the average players, bro. That these fools in that kind of environment, they could stay calm and that shit doesn't get to them, right? The thing that separated Kobe from LeBron, bro. Kobe at the final second, he wanted the ball, even though he knew he's probably gonna fucking miss. He was gonna grab that ball, he was gonna shoot it, bro. Make it or make it or not make it, bro. He was gonna take that shot, bro. LeBron, if you see LeBron in the final seconds, he always passes the ball. He doesn't want that criticism, bro. He doesn't want that kind of attention, bro. He's like, fuck that, dog. I ain't getting blamed for this loss. He can't shine bright in that type of moments. Some motherfuckers want to shine in those moments, and some are just like, nah, homie, you could take this. Nerves is a real thing, bro. People get nervous, they fuck up. You think child abuse and child molestation is looked at the same light? I think it is looked at on the same light, but it's two completely whole different things, right? But both of them are negative, right? It don't matter if you're sexually abusing that kid or if you're physically hurting that kid, right? It's still gonna cause some traumatic trauma in his life, right? You're still gonna screw the kid's life up. You know what I mean? And it doesn't. And here's another thing: it doesn't even have to only be done sexually and physically. You can emotionally scar a kid, right? And have that kid go through some trauma, right? Just with mind games and insults, verbal, right? Verbal abuse is just as bad. As a matter of fact, if you look up the studies and statistics, right, it actually shows that verbal abuse, right? Verbal abuse actually traumatizes the individuals more than the physical abuse, which is interesting because obviously I would think they would be the opposite, right? But yeah, that was actually something that I found interesting. I was like, oh shit, what the hell? Yeah. up, Shadow? Salute to you, my boy. What's cracking lacking? Homie Hernandez. Oh, what's good, low key? What's cracking lacking? Today's my last day at home. Damn, homie, I wish you the best, homie. Que te vaya bien, you know? Hey, you got this, my boy. You got this in the bag. G.I. Joe. It's not like you tell people to believe what you're saying compared to. I know, bro. I'd be telling people, bro, these are just my opinions, you know? And it's like people are just like, fuck that. That shit's not true. Like, bro, didn't you just finish hearing what I just said? Like this, like these fools. Like, no mames. Like, bro, like, you don't even know these people for you to be defending them so much, bro. Like, you thinking like you actually really know these people, bro. You know? Like, you know, like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, when people already get exposed, you know, over and over again, I mean, come on now, bro. Like, I'm telling you. And people never want to own up to that shit, bro. It's always something else, bro. It's never their fault. Even their apologies will come with fucking... Even in their apologies, they can't be sincere, right? They're throwing the blame and shade somewhere else. Yeah, bro. A lot of people just don't know how to read people, bro. But when you know how to read people, you already know what people are about, bro. You're just like, yeah. And you see a lot of that shit, not just like in like the taboo genre or the street genre. You see that shit in general, just like in, you know, and not just even YouTube, but like in every social media thing, right? You just have a lot of people out there with a lot of different personalities, bro, and a lot of foul behaviors. That's just the way it is. There's so many con artists and so many people just looking the way to rip people off or to you know weasel their way around actually taking responsibility and being an adult, right? Like being a productive person. That they're not looking to do all that. They're looking to get the easy meal. You know, so that's all they know, bro. You know, shortcuts is all they know, bro. They can't do nothing else because they don't know nothing else. When I was doing it, people used to tell me I was childish. Now it's cool to be a gangster. Yeah, bro. That's why I'd be like, yeah, you know, but they pick and choose what's appropriate in which moments, right? Like, you know, like how people say that, okay, for example, you know how they say, like, why are you guys fighting over dumb stuff? Like, you know, you guys shouldn't be fighting over, you know, this shit is all senseless, you know, attacking somebody else is not the way, is, you know, and you know, you hear that, you hear everybody say that, and they'll be like, yeah, well, it's true, you know, you shouldn't be, you know, looking for revenge and stuff like that. But then when something happens to them, bro, or somebody that they know or they love, right, and something happens to their mom or whatever, now they want to go and attack this person. Now they want to go and hurt that individual. And it's like, hey, whoa, didn't you just finish telling us that we shouldn't be fighting over shit like this and that it's not worth it? But now it's happening to you. Now it's like, fuck that. It's not but I'm not doing it because of a gang. Yeah, but you're still going to go and hurt somebody else, though, bro. I mean, isn't that the whole point, right? But they're going to justify it by being like, yes, but mine is not being motivated by gangs. Oh, and that makes it okay. Hurting somebody, as long as you could hurt somebody as long as it's not being motivated by gangs. So you can kill and hurt somebody as long as you're just not being motivated by gangs. It's okay for you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, make it make sense, homie. Take your own fucking advice before you want to be criticizing other people. Know what I mean? That's why these individuals, it's so easy for them to do what they do and see no problem with it, because the fucking world does it. Militaries do it. Everybody else does it on a day-to-day. You know, when they get in an altercation with somebody, see your parents doing it, everybody fucking does it. That's why these fools feel like it's okay that they do it. What's the fucking difference from what they're doing to everybody else's? When somebody now starts fucking with yours. Lead by example. You know what I mean? It be the very people, bro, that be protesting out there, the Democrats or Republicans, you know, with the Trump rallies and Biden rallies, and these fools are over here clashing and calling each other names and throwing putazos and you know, burning shit down, and it's like, oh, but we be fucking up the neighborhoods? Like, damn, bro, like, y'all just look like a bunch of hypocrites out there now. Like, yeah, but you're not supposed to point it out on us. Like, get your fucking goofy asses out of here. Like, once y'all are able to get along, we'll get along. Then the world will really be doomed, right? That's never going to happen. It's more irritating when the Democrats do it, right? Because They point it on the Republicans for being, uneducated, and the way they carry themselves is just like barbarians and stuff like that. But then they're now calling people names. They love calling Donald Trump names and love calling all these other Republicans names, right? And it's like, wow. And you're supposed to be the one that's leading by example. And you guys are supposed to be the educated and, the ones that are leading and setting the bar when you're fucking doing the very exact same thing you hate that motherfucker for, calling people names. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. He's calling you name, but hey, don't stoop to his level. You know what I mean? Still give him that respect, and lead by example and show him that he's the one that's being petty. But now when you start doing his tactics, bro, that it only shows that you're just like him. You know? You know what I mean? Like, that's retarded. Are blacks genetically stronger than most ethnicities? Are stronger? You can't say stronger, right? Because each ethnicity has its how can I say? It's goods to it and it's bads to it, right? Like, for whatever that is. I don't know the research on that, right? I would actually have to go and search up the research on that, right? Because I'm not too familiar when it comes to overall genetics of ethnicities, of maybe if one has more of an upper hand than the other, right? Because it's kind of hard, because as great as you have had good black boxers, you have good, boxers that were white, that were Asian, that were Mexican, that were, in every other ethnicity, right? You have had champions of different ethnicities who were the best of the best, right? Who could hold their own against, the best of the best. Same with, you have had, runners, right? That's what the Olympics are for, right? You have had different ethnicities who have won, in these Olympic games, right? For being the best at whatever sport, right? And they're, like I said, they're coming from different ethnic backgrounds, right? So you can't really say that one has the upper edge than the other, right? Because, it produces, like, you have great basketball players that have been white, you know what I mean? And Asian too, right? All-stars, right? Like I said, once in a while, you'll get somebody like a Jordan or like that guy Bolt who could run like a fucking cheetah, right? You're getting like, somebody along the way that comes like that, right? But, to say that it comes by a bundle, right? Like if that's like average, like they produce it, averagely they produce that and that, athletic type person when it comes every once in a full blue moon, right? Because you have had great, athletes, that have been white as well, right? And other ethnicities, right? All black people are born with that ability. Obviously, like, they're born like taller than us, right? Hispanics are more shorter than, and black are obviously more taller, right? But not to say that there isn't short black people, right? Or to say that they're all tall isn't true either, right? Right? Because you do get them that are like, the height of a Mexican as well. Or to say that Mexicans aren't tall either, when there's Mexicans out there that are 6 foot, 5, 6'8", 6 foot. There's Mexicans out there that height. Shit, all three of my uncles are like 6'5". One of them 6'5", the other one's like 6'3", and the other one's like 6'2", right? No lie. My uncles are all like 6 feet, bro. And they're full-blooded Mexicans. So, I mean, they exist. Tell you, one of my uncles, he's like about 6'5" or 6'6". My uncle Grumpy, he's like about 6'6" or 6'5". So they do exist, right? It's just, but the thing is that people just repeat the constant lie, right? Like somebody will make a joke because, most Hispanic, tend to be short, right? They'll say that joke, right? And then they'll catch on and people will start using it and now actually, try to push it as facts though, right? Same thing like when people say that the French are weenies and that they always surrender in war, when that's not true. Their fucking war record is great, bro. They have literally won more wars than they have lost, right? But because of what happened in World War II, people, try to grab that stigma and attach it to them when that's not fucking true either, right? Or to say that fucking all Italians like pizza or some shit like that, right? Like, man, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking retarded. Like, people literally try to pass stereotypes as facts, bro. Like, like stereotypical comments, bro. They try to pass them as facts. The only ones that believe that kind of shit, bro, are the uneducated. Like, I'm too lazy to actually really look into it. I'm just gonna believe whatever my favorite TV show says. Like, because a lot of TV is full of a lot of misinformation. Just chilling at home. That's right, my boy. The only thing today. Oh, damn, you went to the mall? Orale. Hey, man, Red Robin is bomb, bro. That shit's fire. I like Red Robin. I used to go to the one right there in the Glendale Galleria. That's the only Red Robin that I knew of. That shit was fuego. I don't know if that shit's still there. I haven't been to the Glendale Galleria in a long ass time. That shit was always too expensive, my boy. And we just looked at a place being in that bitch. Like, what are these guys doing here? We know they ain't got no money to be right here. If you know, people internet say homies are only allowed to work and hang around certain people, things like that. Yeah, that is retarded, bro. Like, those are people that never been around homies, you know what I mean? Like, damn fools. Man, I had some guy, like, literally, you know, when I posted that video, right, I had literally an individual put that like Loked Out TV, shout out to Loked Out TV, go subscribe to his channel. They try to say that, oh, like, he's not really, you know, like he's got to be a fake outsider because he's not from California. Like, you don't have to be from California to be a sureño, bro. What the kind of shit is that? Like, sureños are everywhere, bro. You don't have to be from California to be a homeboy. Like, that is the most stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, there's homies in all over different states, bro, that literally have the same battles as everywhere else. Like, people think just because, like Georgia, nothing cracks in Georgia. Have you lived in Georgia? No. Then how the fuck do you know nothing cracks there? Oh, because my favorite TV show, it just looks like nothing would crack there. How are you going to speak on an area you don't even know? You never lived there. And I hear that a lot, like in certain areas, like in ours, right? Like, for example, like people always say, like in my area, right? Like that the area of Burbank is full of nothing but white people and that there's nothing be cracking in Burbank when all kinds of shit cracks in Burbank, bro. You know what I mean? Like, what, like, you know, or in the city of Downey, you have vitals in Downey, bro. But I'm telling you, people literally just grab, you know, the thing that's said by somebody, bro, and just likes to pass it off as if it's facts, bro. They never been to these cities, never lived in those areas, but yet they want to say that they know how those areas cracks. Or when people try to use fake statistics, for example, like they say, well, their crime rate shows that not that much crime be going down. When if you live in the ghetto and if you live in these areas, and you will know as well as I know that most crimes don't get reported. Most people don't call the cops when they see a crime happening or when they get assaulted because they fear of whatever retaliation might happen to them, right? They just don't want any more trouble that they just won't report it. So a majority of crimes in these areas do not get reported, right? So a majority of the crime is not being reported on these so-called statistics that you're going based off of. Because it's not going to show up there, right? Because it's not being reported. How are they going to report something that they're not aware of, right? So, you know, those statistics that you're trying to use as facts isn't, you know, what it seems it is. You know, I'm telling you, shit used to happen to us all the time, back and forth. We used to sometimes go at it with neighbors on everything I love. We would go, we would hit them, they would hit us like that 3 times, like in one day, bro. And never once did the cops come, bro. Shit wasn't being reported. You know what I mean? If you got scraped up and you got, you know, boom bop, whatever, then you just chunked it up, bro. You dust yourself off. Call the cops, bro, you're gonna end up in a fucking box. You weren't allowed to fucking call the cops, even if you did get assaulted. That's the way the game is, bro. Like, oh, I got jumped, let me call the cops. And can't do that. So it's just the way it is. Most crimes weren't being reported. Most crimes don't get reported. What's good at Alex Jones' mom? What's cracking like at my boy? How tall are you, Shadow? I'm 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". Yeah, I'm not tall at all, bro. I'm short, I guess, and compared to the average, right? But I don't see that like as a flaw or like as a insecurity or anything like that, right? I actually think it's weird when people like to like, you know, like look down upon them or something like that, right? Like, you know, be more jollier because you're taller. Like, like I honestly don't care if I'm short or tall. It doesn't make a difference to me. Like I could be like 6 foot something, and it's just like what's the fascination with that, right? Or I could be 4'11". What's the fascination with that? I just don't understand. Like I don't see like the like the how could I say? I don't see like the importance of why people home in on that so much. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. It's like that old saying, monkey see, monkey do, when it comes to thinking, Serio. Facts. And if it lines up, like if whatever they hear or see lines up with whatever they believe, they'll grab that and try to use that as like factual because they want it so bad to be true because that's the way they see it and that's the way they want to see it. So that's why they're going to try to believe this. That's why even though you sometimes tell people like what it is and you even bring proof, they still won't believe it, bro, because they want to believe what they want to believe, bro. Like this is what they're comfortable in believing. Like this is what they want to believe. So, you know? Like, hey, bro, if you want to live in that life, then be my guest, homie, because you're the one that's living in the fantasy. So, I mean, by all means, you're entitled. Say nothing cracks in Pasa. Oh, yeah, that's another area, too. Yeah, you're right. All kinds of people say that nothing cracks in Pasa. Yeah, I mean, if you're homies from these areas, you're going to funerals, bro, because shit is fucking cracking in these areas. You're not fucking visiting all these fucking, you're not going to all these fucking funerals because people are not getting killed. It's because bodies are dropping. But I'm telling you, people are not in those areas, but yet they want to speak on these areas so strongly. Like, oh man, I know for a fact they don't be cracking there. Like, why? Because they have the Rose Parade there? Fucking goofies. Oh, but they say Orange County doesn't crack because Disneyland's right there. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? The fuck does that theme park have to do with anything, bro? Do you not know how cities are built, how their construction, how it works, right? You could have, on one side of the street, you could have a bunch of mansions, and across the street, you could have a bunch of fucking trailer homes. And those trailer homes are going to bring people who are not financially settled. What happens when people are not financially settled? Then most likely criminal activity is going to be happening. So therefore, criminal activity is now happening in that area where these so-called mansions are. And like I said, even if they're mansions or not, it doesn't mean that crime is not happening. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like people live, I'm telling you, people, I'm like, I don't know, bro. It's like they think that money, for some odd reason, when people have money, that all of a sudden the crime and the negativity and all that shit stops or something. This illusion that people live in, bro. Like, honestly, I feel like a lot of people think that money is literally like the salvation of everything, bro. Like as soon as they obtain it, bro, that all of a sudden all the problems they ever experience or see will just magically disappear or something like that, right? That's crazy how society has built it for the individuals to really see it this way, right? Like, do you not watch, like, do you not see, like, how where real, cold cases happens or real homicide cases, bro? Big ass fucking houses, 8-bedroom house. Motherfucker went and shot up, 6 of his family members. Now they're all dead. Yeah, money didn't save them, huh? Yeah, money didn't change the outcome, huh? Yeah, something bad still happened. Homicides still happen. Money or no money. That didn't change the scenario from going down the way it went down. Money doesn't change that. Money's not going to change that. Money's not going to change that. I know you would like to think that it will, but it just won't. Shit, there's a lot of rich people that do drugs. So obviously they're doing drugs. They're buying drugs from people that are not the best of people, meaning they have not the best kind of people around them. Meaning they're still stuck in the trap, like how people say. Money or no money. Yeah. Swamp Stories be doing that shit. Yeah, Swamp Stories, I'm telling you, bro, that's one of the guys that just looks at the oh no. Look, I seen pictures, bro. It looks lovely. Yeah. You think the fucking city's gonna be posting pictures of the bad areas, bro? Hello? They're trying to bring, people to their city. Why the fuck would they upload all the crap? No mames. Goofy ass, I'm telling you. Bro, all the pictures I seen, it looks nice. Oh, okay. Shit, there's pictures of Ted Bundy with his family. He looks nice too. Everything looks lovely and everything looks normal. Motherfucker over here killing people left to right. But if you look at that picture, bro, of him and his family, bro, everything looks normal. Yeah, invite him over for dinner, my boy. He looks normal. Go ahead. Remember, you said, hey, bro, what you're looking at pictures, you said it looks, and you're going based off of that. So invite that fool over for dinner. Everything's great, bro. That fool's actually a good person. You don't got to trip because on the picture, hey, it looked lovely. Get your goofy ass out of here. Telling you, people's perspective on stuff, bro. Like they literally judge stuff basing on the way it looks. You should never do that. Never judge something by the way it looks, homie. You know, that's the mistake. That's how the con man works the people, bro. Because they know that most people base their shit off of looks. That's how they reel them in. That's how they con them. They make it look good. That's the con's greatest, tool to it. People's own perspective on life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. It was nice chopping it up with you. We out.